Hello and welcome. I'm Johnny and today I'm going to be talking about shaders. I'm going to show you my top 5 shader packs that I enjoy using, which are all available on Mac, which is what I'm using right now. So if you've had trouble trying to find shader packs that you can use on a Mac, these all work, at least for me, so if they don't work for you let me know so I can change this. But yeah, I've left them in the description so you can have a look at them and play around, see which ones you like most. From that list that's in the description, I've picked my top 5 shader packs and we're going to show you them now. So yeah, let's take a look at the packs. Okay, so this first shader pack isn't really that much of a shader pack and it's reasonably simple. Firstly, you can see we've got nice motion here, nice sort of swaying leaves and slightly different lighting to the original Faithful shader pack. So slightly different, and I'm not sure if the trees move. Let me just check. Yes, we do have these nice kind of breathing trees look, which is pretty nice. So this is really quite simple shader pack, which I think is perfect if you want something that you can actually use during anything really, because it doesn't lag at all, which is perfect. As you might have noticed, this shader pack actually has a motion blur when you turn, which looks really cool, particularly for PvP. I find it's really subtle but just really adds something to your Minecraft experience, shall we say. Moving on to our next texture pack, we have this one, which is also quite a little bit similar to the other one but just slightly more advanced. We have the same motion blur. This one's not quite as much, I think, which is really nice, particularly when you're running around. It looks really great. And in this one we have shadows added, which looks really cool. We don't have as much movement, which is a little bit disappointing, but overall I think this is... Ooh, pink sheep. Oh, look at him. Oh, sorry sheep. Oh well. But yeah, this is quite a nice one as well, with the shadows really add something to it. I think this looks really nice, particularly sunrise, just gives a really orangey sky, which looks pretty cool. So yeah, generally kind of pretty simple but nice fun little texture pack. Here is the next shader pack that we're having a look at, which is again a step up, which is really nice. There's no movement on these kind of grass, I guess, but there is a little bit on the trees, as you can see there, kind of a little bit of wobble, which I think sometimes looks a little bit odd, but just adds something slightly, kind of a bit of a swaying wind, which is quite nice. Gorgeous solar flares, which is slightly overpowering. I think it's a bit bright if you particularly just suddenly look at the sun. Everything completely just, but pretty cool still, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, again, nice, more interesting shadows, but we don't have the same cloud shadows as we had with the other one, which is, I think, probably an advantage, because that one's slightly dark whenever you're under shadow. But again, it depends what you kind of want to use it for, really. Another pink sheep. Wow. So yeah, this is quite a nice one. It sort of, all of these tend to change how the texture pack looks slightly, and slightly different colouring. I think this one's pretty skies, and yeah, very nice sunrise there. Let's take a look how it looks at night, actually. So yeah, not as much kind of dynamics going on, but there's a nice shadow there from the sun, the moon. Let's take a look at our sunset. Pretty still, and some nice lighting there from my arena. So yeah, that's this texture pack. We're down to number 2 now, with this one, Paolos Lagless shaders, I think it's called. Don't quote me on that, but well. Something with this one I really like is the sun. I think it has a really subtle solar flare there in the middle, as you can see, but it's not too, doesn't draw attention to itself too much. No wavering on this one either, which reduces lag, I guess, which is useful if you want to use this more kind of for general use. Nice shadows, nice look overall. I really like the water in this one. Not that much movement, but a little bit of movement there. But just a really nice overall kind of tint on the water, I'd say, which is pretty cute, I think. So yeah, this is another nice shader pack. I think I'll be using this one hopefully in future videos, so keep a watch out for this one, because it's, as it says in the title, pretty lagless. Lagless, is that a word? I don't know. But yeah, so you can actually use this during PvP and other things, which look quite cute. I mean, but yeah, this is a cool one. And we're down to my number 1 shader pack. This one is really nice, I think, and it's a really pretty one, but not so much useful for general use, as I'll show you in a minute. Everything kind of looks pretty similar to the other ones, really, apart from we have movement on these now, which is quite nice, and then as you can see in the distance, movement on the leaves, which is really cute. Lovely water, I think, similar to the other one, a little bit more movement and just slightly more depth to it. Not depth of the water, but slightly nicer, I think. Yes, same solar flare technique, nice and subtle. But as you can't see it up here, but if we actually go down, you might be able to notice something, which is kind of out of focus look this shader pack has. It means that where you're looking is in focus, but as you can see the background isn't, which I think is a really nice effect if you want to make something look really beautiful, which is pretty cool. So if we look at the sheep is like completely in focus, looks lovely, but then the background is completely out of focus. So this is really nice for looking at particular things, but I think if you're trying to just run around, often it can get a little bit confusing and blurry, which is why it's not great for general use. But this is a really nice effect, and really adds to the overall kind of effect of the shader pack. So yeah, really nice one. Look at the chicken. Yeah, very beautiful. So thank you very much for watching my top 5 shader packs. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please do download the shader packs if you do have shaders, and take a look at them and have a play around with them, which is great fun, and I've really enjoyed making this video. See you next time. Goodbye.